Welcome to the Direct Radio Soccer Show, where if you smell like a dead animal carcass and you look like a dead animal carcass, then I might roll around on you for a while. I kid. I really prefer rolling with the ladies. First, our sponsor, Pepsi Clear. It's tasty like Pepsi, but the color does not resemble the brownness of a pile of dog poo. Okay. I also want to give a shout out to onelovesoccer.webs.com and all the crazy fools who hang out there. Email me if you have any complaints and try not to sound like a big whiny sissy. Okay? Thank you. Today, I want to welcome our guest. His name will be familiar to many of you. His name is Fabio Capello, manager of the English national soccer team. Hi, Fabio. How are things in the world of English international soccer?
Good, thank you.
Good. I want to ask you a question at the beginning here. And it is not necessarily related to football,
Okay,
except that it involves balls.
all right.
What are your thoughts concerning Rocco Siffr's work? He's a countryman of yours.
Mm-hmm.
And shouldn't a man with that kind of endurance be playing striker for the Italian national team, as he is such an excellent penetrator?
The movie maker with the girls?
Ah, I see,
Yes.
Fabio. You know his Italian porn, no?
Well, he's famous in Italy. He even
So you
does-
say.
Yes.
Put down the shovel, Fabio, before you dig yourself a deeper hole, all right?
Okay, fine.
Have you incorporated, now we're back to football now, have
Okay.
you incorporated many of the fine Italian approaches to football as the manager of the English national team?
Uh-huh.
My first thought is whether or not we will
Okay.
see any exquisite diving and rolling around as if you've been punched in the butter plums with a cannonball in the next World Cup from the English national team.
I don't understand.
Okay. Have you taught your players the fine art of diving
Of
and
course
rolling around
No,
in an Italian way
no.
as if one had been kicked in the nutsicles, say with a Mark Maguire home run swing?
I don't know this Mark Maguire.
It's a metaphor, Fabio. Let me
okay.
break it down one more time.
All right.
Will we see more diving from the English national team under your tutelage in the World Cup?
No, I don't think so, no. No.
Of course not. What about your strikers?
Okay.
Has it been Emil Heskey's incredible scoring streak in the Premiership that has made you decide to choose him for recent national team call-ups?
This is funny. Not really.
No kidding.
No.
So was it his good looks then?
No.
Then you need to stop calling him for duty because obviously you don't have a good reason to call him up.
His experience. Experience.
His experience. Well,
Yes.
I'm experienced
All right.
at humping things, almost
Okay.
anything, but no
All
one in
right.
the porn biz has given me a call to make a movie. And so I don't think that's a good reason. I mean,
Okay.
I have experience at running fast after squirrels,
All
but
right.
no one has called me to race at the Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
Are you getting my drift here, Fabio?
No.
Probably you aren't.
No.
Okay, all good to me.
Okay.
Who are the most dangerous U.S. players that you are scouting now prior to the World Cup?
I've been watching Dempsey, Howard, and Peter Donovan.
What about Heath Pierce?
Okay.
Have you been scouting him?
I don't know him, no.
Oh,
Who is he?
You better do your homework, Fabio.
Okay.
Heath Pierce just might sneak up and bite you in your little fuzzy Italian bonbons.
Okay. I've never heard of him. Never.
Well, you better hit the tape, Mr. Capello.
Okay. All right, I'll study.
Oh, don't waste your time. I kid.
Okay. All right.
Now, that Landon Donovan, that guy,
Yes.
he's one quick little spanker, for
Yes,
sure.
yes.
Have you talked to David about landy kicks?
You mean David Beckham?
No, I mean David Hasselhoff. Of course I mean David Beckham.
Well, not too much, really.
Sounds like you're slacking a bit on your research there, Fabio.
Well, I plan to talk more to David about Donovan soon.
Well, good luck getting anything of importance out of the Golden Ball's brains.
Okay.
Speaking of Beckham, is it true
Mhm.
that you told him,
Okay.
and this is a, major point of contention for many American fans,
Mhm.
is it true that you told him that American soccer, i.e. Major League Soccer,
Okay.
MLS, was, and I quote,
All right.
a sorry excuse for quality football,
No.
and that you said explicitly that he had to play in Europe in order to make the English national team,
No.
because American soccer was,
No.
and I quote again,
Uh-huh.
stinkier than the underside of an infected yak's sweaty testicles. And I quote end.
Who gives you
What
such
say
a
you?
Who gives you such a quote?
Well, no one. I made it up for effect.
Oh, okay.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yes.
You were telling David
Uh-huh.
that the MLS was a horrible league
Mhm.
full of slackers and old men,
No.
maybe incompetent boobs,
No.
and void of any testicular fortitude.
No.
What say you, Fabio?
I never said any of these things.
But you still think MLS sucks.
I think David needs to stay in good fitness. That's what I think.
I suppose MLS is full of fat cows who need to be milked.
I never said this.
You didn't have to, Fabio.
Oh, okay.
Last
didn't say
question.
this. No.
Would you consider yourself a metrosexual?
Hmm?
And if not, what else might explain your very flamboyant glasses?
No, I like women.
I said metrosexual, not homosexual.
I do not know what this means, metrosexual. Metro?
It means you like to
sexual?
have sex with farm animals
What?
who live in the city.
No, you're ridiculous.
So they say, so they say. Or am I hitting a raw nerve?
No, you're ridiculous.
Okay, seriously, last question. What's the final score between USA, England at the World Cup?
I hope we will win.
No kidding.
Yes.
I'm sure you do.
Uh-huh.
But by how much?
I cannot say. That's
I
impossible.
say
Uh-huh.
USA wins 2-1.
I hope not. I hope
Okay,
not.
well, Fabio Capello, thanks for putting up with me,
Okay.
and thanks for coming on the show and putting up with a rancid dingleberry like
Huh?
me.
Okay.
Well, I hope Heath Pierce scores 3 goals on you at the World Cup, which would truly be embarrassing.
Yes.
After that, I wish you the best of luck in South Africa.
Well, thank you, Durek.
Thank you again.
All right.
Okay, folks, keep your little wrinkled prunes well preserved, and I will see you next time on the Direct Radio Show. I thought I'd do something different. Okay, goodbye.